there's definitely a lot to like about Lance, and as you watch, I'm not sure if we're going to get into Mond, excuse me, definitely not Lance because shoot me for that. No, but if you go back, and I think we might watch another game of his next week. We'll see. But as you see him play against other competition that's not quite as tough as the best team in college football, you really see some of his skills shine. So definitely, I think he might be worth taking another look at.
He was really good against Florida. He was really good against Arkansas, and pretty good against South Carolina. Terrible against LSU, but Trask struggled against LSU. A lot of these guys did. We're going to watch a bunch of them play Alabama. We'll watch Trask eventually play Alabama. We'll watch Fields eventually play Alabama. So if you thought Mond was a little spotty in this one, well, let's see how other guys did. I haven't made up my mind yet on which quarterback I like the most, because what we're doing, watching the coaches' film, is extremely informative to me, and I don't really want to make my mind up until we do basically all the prospects that we need to.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of been the approach that I've gone through. I've watched the games, on TV and stuff, but there's just so much that you miss when you watch the games on TV versus watching them on the coach's film, because you can't see all the coverage and some of the little nuance of what's happening in a play. So,
it's impossible to know if a quarterback really made the right decision.
Exactly.
Did he see the play right, or did he get lucky, or what did he pass up? What did he see downfield? All that stuff. So before I let you go, Chris has a question. I think the offense Shanahan runs would be on a next dimension with a dual threat quarterback. Your thoughts? Well, I think there's something to be said. The guy has to be able to get under center and do all the play action rollout stuff, but it's a run first offense anyway. A guy who can get in the shotgun and run some zone read stuff, some quarterback draws and stuff, it would only enhance it. I think, especially behind an offensive line that isn't great in pass protection. Yeah,
no, definitely. There's parts of Shanahan's offense too that definitely lead themselves to having a dual threat type of a quarterback. But if you're going to have that guy, he's definitely got to be able to sit in the pocket and make throws, because that's what Shanahan wants more than anything else.
Well, what I like about Mond is it doesn't seem like his first instinct is to scramble.
Correct. No, he's going through his reads. He's going through the play before he decides to run. So no, that's the direction of what Shanahan would be looking for if he's looking for somebody like that next dimension of a dual threat.
Okay, so we just watched one of his tougher games. We're going to watch him maybe play a little bit better next week against maybe Florida or something like that. From what you've seen so far, as a former quarterback and a former coach, does he look like a worthwhile project? Does he look like someone who could become maybe not a franchise quarterback, but a winning quarterback, at least on a rookie deal? Or is he just a backup?
I think he's a guy that you want to try to get somewhere maybe late second, between the second, third, fourth rounds, really more towards the third and fourth. He's going to be a good backup, I think. I think he has the tools to come in and do that. As far as being a regular starter, well, that's going to have to just depend on how much he can improve his throwing to the outside and some of that, his reads and how he sits under pressure. And if he can kind of just keep his poise, then he definitely has that chance to be a starting level NFL quarterback.
I really like him as a project. If he can sit for a year, maybe two, and go to a place like New Orleans, I'm betting on him. I think he could actually be a starter and a good one. Like, I think he's a much better prospect than Taysom Hill. I think he's a much more natural thrower. But it depends on where he goes. If he gets drafted by Jacksonville, or he's not going to some team like that, then Good luck. But as a second round prospect, a guy who's going to be afforded the time to sit and learn, very intrigued.
Yeah, he could definitely, he'd be, if like say for the 49ers, for example, if the 49ers could get him with their third round comp pick, that'd be the perfect spot to pick up somebody like Mond, because he's got the ability to at least be a third string quarterback in your offense in the first year and possibly compete for that second position.
The CJ Beathard spot, late 3.
Exactly. And he's going to be better than that.
That's the like fringe starter, like high level backup fringe starter spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. When I watch him, I kind of see somebody that's going to be better than what Beathard was for the 49ers this year, and he could probably come in and do that as a rookie.
Yeah, I really like him. I think as a passer, he's smart. He's accurate enough. He's cautious, and he can move. I like that. So as a late third round pick, absolutely. But we still got to watch Kyle Trask. I think Kyle Trask is a better quarterback than Kellen Mond, and I think that's a guy whose tape against Alabama is going to be much more impressive. Now, it's important to remember that Kyle Trask is working with some serious receivers at Florida. And I don't know who these guys that Kellen Mond are working with at Texas A&M. As soon as you put him at the Senior Bowl with some of Kyle Trask's receivers like Grimes, and he looked really good. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting to see. And Mac Jones is another one to kind of look at because everybody talks about all the studs that he has playing around him, and you watch him in Senior Bowl practice, and the thing, and even a little bit of his. I've watched a little bit of his Alabama tape over the weekend just to kind of check it out, and he throws the. What I like about Mac Jones is his anticipation. He throws the ball early, so often. So yeah, he's got great receivers, and sure they're part of that. Plays into the trust to throw those balls early like he does, but being able to get his ball, that's he really gets the ball out on time really well. And there was one play that I put on, that I tweeted out from the Senior Bowl practice where he throws the ball to a tight end and it's the guy's covered like a blanket and he puts it only where the tight end's going to be able to get him.
I saw that one. Yeah, and that's what I like about Kyle Trask too, the ability to throw with anticipation. I think both of them show it. The difference between Mac Jones and Kyle Trask from what I see is that Mac Jones is able to play with a more comfort level, a more free and easy, a slower pace. Basically, I would describe it as playing in a rocking chair. He knows he's got that great offensive line. He knows that defense is on their heels a little bit because of Najee Harris. It's not like a defense that's teeing off. But we haven't watched Mac Jones coach's tape yet. We haven't watched Kyle Trask coach's tape yet. I might change my mind. Yeah, we're learning now, and I'm excited to do it. We just can't watch Mac Jones face Alabama, unfortunately. That would have been nice.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. The closest we're going to get is maybe Ohio State
or something like that.
LSU. Yeah.
So, all right, Jack. Well, thanks so much for doing this with me. Because if I were to do it on my own, I don't know what I would really be talking about. I'd probably just be making jokes. So I appreciate you looking at breaking down the reads and what he does well and what he doesn't do well. I think I'm a little more enthusiastic on Kellen Mond than you are, but let's see where we stand next week.